What's up, everybody? My name is Cody Dominguez. If you guys aren't familiar with me, about 5 years ago, I went through a 100-pound weight loss transformation. Throughout that process, I became a coach, and I still to this day help people reach their fitness goals. Now, there's been a lot of lessons I learned throughout my own story and my own journey, as well as the journey of helping other people that I want to condense down and give to you guys. And if we were to go back in a time machine like 5 years ago, you would have seen me at an emotional rock bottom. I had realized I gained about 100 pounds over the course of 8 years. I was on my bathroom scale, freaking out, not knowing what to do. So I quit my job. I ended up picking up work at a gym and dedicating myself to health and fitness and became a coach along the way. Now, I'm not suggesting you guys do the same thing. There was a lot of things I did that were very dumb and very smart. My goal was to leave all the dumb things behind and only give you guys the smart things. But looking back at it right now, the choices I made almost made my success inevitable. And hopefully I could do the same thing for you guys. Now, as somebody who spent the last few years being a trainer, I will say about 80 to 90% of people usually fail to reach their fitness goals. Why is that? Everybody can get started, but not everybody can actually finish. I think we all know to get healthier and to be more fit, we need to go to the gym and we need to eat better, but that's really only one small factor in the entire equation. So before I ever make a video about how to train and how to eat, the most important thing for you guys to realize is how to set up your life in a way where fitness and health becomes easy to achieve. And I call this lowering the barrier to entry. And if you really think about pursuing your goal of being more fit and more healthy, on the whole, about 5 to 10% of our time is actually going to be spent in the gym, and the rest of our time is to be spent doing other things, whether it's work, our home life, social life. But the big pitfall that we fall into, and I'm definitely guilty of this, is putting all my focus and attention on what I do in this 10% of my time and not into what I'm doing for the rest of my time outside of the gym. And while it's important for you to have a great workout program that's tailored to help you reach your goals, it's also important to have a lifestyle that's tailored to reach your goals as well. And I want you guys to think about something for a second. For us to spend an hour at the gym sometimes seems like a lot of planning, and it's a sacrifice of a lot of time. But realistically, how easy is it for you to kill an hour on your phone scrolling through social media? Why is that the case? Well, because going to the gym has a high barrier to entry, and spending an hour on social media has a low barrier to entry. It's very easy to do. What we want to do is take this formula and flip-flop it so it's easier for you to do things that are going to be proactive towards your health and fitness and harder to do things that are going to be detrimental to your health and fitness. So if we master the skill of manipulating our environment to a way that's conducive to ourselves, to reaching our goals, we're going to have a lot more success long term. If you align your lifestyle in the right way, success is not only easy, it's actually almost guaranteed. So for this 10% of you going to the gym, one of the most important things you want to do is lower the barrier to entry for you to actually achieve this. This is going to go into a few things. Number one is gym location. You want to have a place that's close by. Maybe it's on the way to work, maybe it's on the way home from work, but if it's close by, you're almost guaranteed to go to it a lot more often than if it's something that's out your way. Coaching and programming for a plethora of reasons, but just to keep it simple, number one, for a coach, you have accountability. You have somebody guiding you through the process. Number two, if you have a program, this is important for so many reasons, but making sure you're actually getting the most out of your time in the gym is good. And number two, if it's a good program, you're going to be focusing on performance. Now, a lot of times we go to the gym and maybe hop on the treadmill, hit the weights, hit the machines, and we just expect weight to fall off of us. If your ultimate goal is to gain or lose weight, it is not going to happen in the first week or the first 2 weeks or the first 3 weeks. And sometimes you see that nothing's changing, you start doubting yourself. And because you start doubting yourself and doubting the process, you're way less likely to stick to it. But if you have a good program and if you have a coach that's worth his or her salt, they're going to stress the importance of performance in the gym, and you're almost guaranteed to perform better every time you go to the gym, especially in the beginning. And that performance increase is what's going to help keep you motivated, especially as a beginner in the gym. Having a good support system at that gym. Now, I've worked at big box gyms, I've worked in boutique gyms. One thing I like is smaller gyms because you're going to see the same people all the time and you're able to build connections, and that is important because you're not going to feel like working out every single day of the week. But you'll know if your best friend that you met, John, is going to the gym or Susan's going to the gym. Sometimes you don't even want to work out. You just really want to see John or Susan. And for that reason, you go to the gym because you want to see them so much. You got to work out in as a byproduct. Having a good support system is crucial. Having healthy snacks in the house, whether it's fruits, vegetables, protein bars, beef jerky, Greek yogurt, whatever it is, you want to make sure you have easy to grab, go-to things that are going to be healthy, maybe low calorie or high protein or a little bit of both. If you're that person who likes to munch while watching Netflix or YouTube or whatever it is, it's way better for you to do that with a handful of blueberries or a bowl full of yogurt as opposed to eating potato chips and pretzels and popcorn. Having quick, easy go-to meals. The longer it takes for you to make this healthy food you're trying to eat, the less likely you are to do it over time, because that now seems like work. We don't want this stuff to seem like work. We want everything to seem easy. I suggest finding meals that take maybe 5 to 10 minutes at most to make with minimal ingredients. That way you know it's always easy, it's always readily available. Keeping a set of spare gym clothes in your car. I don't know how many clients have had that miss sessions because they forgot to bring their gym clothes with them. They just went home and decided they weren't going to go to the gym. This happens to people that are clients that are paying for coaching. If it happens to people that are paying for coaching, it's going to happen to people that aren't, and they're just trying to go to the gym on their own. Having a supportive social group. Find those people that want to see you win and spend the most of your time with them. They're going to change the way you think and feel about yourself. As a byproduct, it's very easy for you to feel more confident and more secure taking the steps on your journey. If we do all these things, we're going to lower the barrier to entry when it comes to working out and eating healthier and just having a healthy lifestyle. Now we want to raise the barrier to entry for those things that are actually unhealthy for our lifestyle. So let's go over that. Number one, keep junk food out of your house. Get rid of all the chips, all the cookies, all the snacks, all the candy. Now, I'm not saying you can't eat that stuff ever again, but make it hard for you to access that stuff. If you want a bag of chips, if you want some candy, you have to get in your car, go to the convenience store to go pick it up. If it's that much work to go do that, you're way less likely to follow through with it. This was a big one for me. Delete delivery apps. It's so easy to open up one of these apps, whether it's Uber Eats or DoorDash or one of these delivery apps, for you to pick a restaurant, select a meal, and have it delivered to your house. Not only do you not know how many calories are in it, how many grams of protein are in it, but you're also wasting a lot of money. Get rid of the delivery apps and try to cook most of your meals at home. And like I said, have those quick and easy go-to meals, and this actually becomes pretty easy to do. No alcohol at the house. Now, this was actually one of my big vices. I would end every single night with a glass or two of whiskey. Not only is that extra calories, but when we're drunk, we make dumb decisions with the things that we put in our body afterwards. We all know those drunk runs to Taco Bell, getting McDonald's, getting fast food to make us feel better in that moment. Just get rid of it. If you want to go drink, again, get in your car, go somewhere and go get it. The harder it is for you to do, the less likely you are to actually do this stuff. Going out cash. Now, we're not trying to live a life of reduction like a monk where we're not able to drink or go out or enjoy good food. We just want to make it a bit harder for ourselves. If I only am able to spend a select amount of money throughout the week for going out and being social, I'm less likely to buy that extra beer, that side of fries, because I just limited my options. You're just doing little things to make it harder for you to actually partake in activities that aren't conducive to your health. Lastly, spend less time with enablers. We know those people that every time we see them, we're usually at a bar or at a restaurant grabbing drinks and grabbing food, and that's the only time we actually hang out with them. Limit your time with those people if they can't understand the goals you're actually trying to reach and they just want to go party with you all the time. Regardless of whether your goal is to gain or lose weight, it's not going to happen overnight. The way the success actually looks is a whole bunch of tiny wins day to day, adding up and compounding over each other. What we're trying to do here is find a way that's easy for us to set up a lifestyle where we can rack up these small wins almost automatically. And these small wins over time are going to compound over each other. And before you know it, you're on your way to hitting your goals. Now, this stuff may seem tedious or meaningless, and you may sit there and think, I don't need to do any of this stuff, Cody. I'm good on my own. But trust me, if you find anybody who's made any big transformation, it's not just because they went to the gym and ate healthy. They completely changed the way they live their life. And for you to reach your goals, you're going to have to do the same. Now, you could either learn this the hard way by trial and error and failing 1,000 times, or you could just take this advice and run with it. Other than that, y'all, it's been a pleasure. I hope you guys stay tuned for my next few videos coming out. And if you guys haven't, please subscribe to this channel and help me blow this thing up.